Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Subnautica, where we just pissed off the warper pretty good with throwing a rock at its face. And I don't know where it's gone now. So I want to be kind of careful as we make our way back, because I kind of used up our little bit of ammo we had on him. So far, though, it looks like he kind of learned not to get too close to us. So we got diamond, we got some floaters, we basically got a lot of good stuff that we can use to start advancing and developing more. So we're going to stick towards the little bridge and try to make it back for the life pod and our base. And we'll also probably look at moving our base too. I'm thinking maybe somewhere around here might be a good option. Actually, this spot right here might not be bad. So, you know what? We'll call this beta base. And that way we can easily come back here and we know where we can put down the new foundations for our next base. Because we'll probably leave what we have already put together by the life pod, just so that way we do have a little setup there. We'll make little places we can go back and forth from. See if we can do a little jump. Okay, maybe more than a little jump from that. I don't know how. It doesn't seem to hurt anything though, so why not do a few more? We do have the countdown in the top right there, saying about 21 minutes to go. So this one might be a little bit of a longer episode, so we can squeeze that in. Oh, that's a lot of air. Okay, now a little goofing around. Let's make our way back properly. How are we doing? 52% battery left is still pretty good for all the horsing around I'm doing. But yeah, scanner room, I will probably... Actually, first let me see how I'm doing for storage and everything, and then we'll probably put some stuff back in a way there. Seamoth right there. I do want you, because we could use some more water.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, there we go. So, let's start dumping all the resources we just found into here. And I'm going to see if I can build another locker for what I have in mind with those floaters down the line. How much is it for a locker? Just 2 quartz and titanium. Okay. We'll put this there. All the floaters we find, we'll put into this one. Because I do want to experiment with them and see what they're capable of in large enough numbers. Those there. Ooh, plenty of goodies in that. I don't think we need as many first aid kits as I've got. Probably keep that. Okay, so now let's look at making ourselves that other tool, the laser cutter. 2 diamond and cave sulfur. And that's already put together. Perfect. Ooh. Okay, so got our way in and through, although I think I should probably make some more batteries first off, given just the amount of dicking around I was doing. So copper we've got quite a bit. It's mostly just going to be the mushrooms we need. Which, oh, greeted by our little neighborhood there. The mushrooms, thankfully, are plentiful right behind us. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Let's see if we can maybe make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just enough, so we might have to do a copper run later. Okay, so there's batteries to charge everything up again, especially the propulsion cannon with how we've been playing a bit. I am tempted, though, that we should try doing something about that radiation leak that we sort of... Well, maybe we didn't cause it ourselves, but it might not hurt to do something before it kind of kills everything on the planet. Because not everything's been complete terrible to us. Right, a few things have been, but... Let's see. Nope. Off in here. What do I need to make the bleach? Because I know that's one of the things you can actually make. Salt... Oh, coral tube samples. Okay, well, we'll put those in. So we just need to find some salt and get a few samples of this. I thought I had some salt deposits, though. Oh, right, also the radio broadcast. That was kind of something important that I wanted to check, wasn't it? Leave it to me always getting sidetracked with stuff. Okay, let's see what this message is about. Another life pod, maybe?
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Other agents. Hang on a minute. Where's the databank? Fauna... Warper. This is the bugger that we came across that seemed to be doing a lot more than just usual. Aggressive creature with ability to teleport itself and others in space. Ah! No genetic crossover identified with indigenous life form. Wait, no genetic crossover? So this was a completely alien creature then. Even to this planet. Demonstrates no recognized defensive behavior. Mechanism locating the head region provides warping capability, which is used to stalk its targets. Appears to hunt other life forms, but no digestive organs have been identified. Internal structure considerably more complex than other known organisms, unable to distinguish whether organic or artificial. So it's a cyborg creature? Considering that the broadcast we just got said other agents, and that was the only thing that we've really found that has been... Oh, I wonder if I should use those... Actually, we'll take that fire extinguisher, because we may need. But it said other agents. So does that mean there are other warpers? And does that mean that we're going to be hunted as we're out and about in... Oh. That's not very good news. Because that does sound like... But then does that also mean there's a limited number of them? So if we just throw enough rocks and stuff at them using the propulsion cannon, could we get rid of them or take them out for good? It does sound like we'll have to be careful and mindful. We may be in store for more encounters along our path or our way. Although right now I'm looking for a salt deposit or two because we could use some more water. I didn't remember them ever being this rare to try to find. There we go. There's one right there. Oh, seems to really glitch up a bit when we go into and out of the sea moth. Hopefully we won't run into that too often as we're going about. Oh. Oh, sounds like we smacked into something. Okay, there's two. Oh, are we? No, this is a different bloodgrass. Because there's no beacon around here. So this is another bloodgrass plane. I wonder where it is. Oh, more reef backs and a lot of floaters too. Oh! Speaking of... We'll take as many of you guys as we can. does look like we had a little... Yeah, that little red guy after us. That, if I remember right, is called the Biter. We'll probably scan one of them later down the line. But for now, we'll take what we got and come back here. So Mushroom Forest is way over that way. You know, we're basically going to stock ourselves up and then probably look at getting back over towards where we have our possibly second base to go down. We'll see what comes of the Sunbeam, because I don't know. That feels a little too easy, doesn't it? We crashed and, well, I hope for any shipwreck or anybody stranded out there that rescue as easy as this. Just survive and then you'll get word that they'll come and try to rescue you. Although it's right beside the tower, so I don't know if maybe that'll affect the communications in it. I don't even know what the tower's purpose is. Might have to do a few repairs to the sea moth. There we go. Okay, let's plunk the floaters in here. Have a lot of those for something down the line we'll try later. And we'll make the bleach.
Bleach is an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
Well, we're going to use it for the purifying water, but I really like to know exactly how you use bleach to purify water. That seems like it'd be a pretty dangerous art in a way. But we'll definitely enjoy that, and let's go grab a few things out here. Not you, you're pretty nice to swim around, but we will try to take a peeper or two. So these guys are very good eating. Can't see too well at... Ironic, but they can't seem to see too well at night. Okay, cook those up. There we go. That should do us good there. We've got the 2 tablets. We'll take those along. Nope. Gasopod leaving us a present. You know what, maybe we'll let the radiation kill you guys off. You're being kind of dicks to us. Let's head our way over back towards Beta Base or possible Beta Base. Who knows, maybe we'll be surviving with other people if something happens to the Sunbeam, I think it's called. Ooh, and we'll have to remember to make a new power cell soon too, because the poor sea moth here is not running high on battery. And I still have quite a bit of inventory room too, so we could do a little bit more gathering while we're on the island before the Sunbeam arrives. I wonder if that tower had anything to do with why the Aurora crashed, though. But the Aurora seemed to be more internal malfunction or something, because it looked like it was exploding from within. So I can't imagine unless they found a way to militarize radio waves or something. Actually, that'd be kind of terrifying if you could do something like that, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're back by Beta Base Beacon. And let's continue along to the landing site. Oh. Okay, well, maybe that's what we've been hearing, are those guys all out and around us. Or maybe not, because that didn't sound like one of them. Oh, I know that sound. That's you back. Okay, need to find something I can actually throw with this. You... There. That's right, you get out of here, you bastard. I do feel sorry for the poor little ray that we used. But I don't actually see where that went now. We've at least got a means of defending ourselves against him. I just want to see if there's anything else over on this side that we could use. Whoa. Okay, there's a lot more to the tower than I thought there'd be. And I keep hearing that roaring, which I don't like. It sounds like it's coming from the other side of the tower, so let me get up and across to see if there's anything we can spot. And maybe we'll keep our propulsion cannon with us. And well, we do have some ammunition floating around or flying around if we need. Nope. Another radio broadcast. I don't think we'll be able to go back and listen to that one. No, we might be able to. So I've heard the roaring coming, I thought, from this side. I don't know if I want to get too close to the water's edge. Ooh. Okay, the tower is massive. Uh-oh. That sounded like another one of those things warping around, or the warpers. Why did I say things warping around? It's literally called a warper. Okay, let's just look around a little bit more. We've got under 5 minutes left. Oh. Okay, I see what's making the roars now. I want to get out of the water, just in case. Well, that thing we spotted close to the Aurora, another one or the same one followed us over here. So I'm hoping they don't go up to the surface too often. I gotta try to figure out. I don't know if I want to. See, we don't have a lot of time left before it actually is supposed to arrive, so I'd rather kind of wait out if we can than get anything too involved. I don't know. Let me check. Okay, yeah, so we can do some reading while we're waiting. So maybe what we'll do is find a nice spot just right where they're saying they're going to try to land. Although I don't know if we should really stand right on the landing site. I'll try to be backed up a little bit more. Okay, let me do some reading to see. Is there anything else we haven't really read yet? The Oculus. This is the guy we found in the cave system. This specimen shares genetic similarities with the common peeper, so maybe a branching evolutionary path. While the shallows in the cave systems are separated by just a few meters of rock, foodstuffs and threats in each biome are completely different. It's possible a small school of peepers were once cut off in the caves, and the Oculus species is how they adapted. That'd be interesting, because it does look much like a peeper, but I don't see anywhere. Maybe it filter feeds? I developed night vision. The large, complex eyeballs provide herbivore spear vision in dark and intense phobia of light. So if we shine a flashlight, they'll probably send them all scramming from us, or really harm them. Lack of beak. Here we go. While the peeper uses its beak to break down tough corals, the Oculus likely feeds on the soft fungal growth of the jelly shrimp caves, and thus there's no need for one. And the separated tail fin. Caves in which Oculus lives make it hard to escape from fast predators. Has adapted by splitting its tail fin into 5 separate tendrils. The tendrils prevent it from swimming as fast as its shallow water cousins, but it can be detached and regrown, enabling it to escape more easily when caught. Okay, so they're kind of detachable tails like modern lizards almost use. My problem is still kind of, what kind of mouth does it have? Or does that entire area there to... You come here. You're the little buggers that have been trying to snap and bite us for all this time. So we're going to read a little bit more about you. So I can't actually just pick them up. Yeah, it's a carnivore. Okay, the biter. Vicious pack-hunting predator, 94% muscle, 4% connective tissue, and 2% brain. That's it for connective tissue for it? Really? Indiscriminate when hungry, almost always hungry. Specialized olfactory antenna. Really, I thought that would have been something more like an anglerfish lure, but deploying detection body fluids in the water at impressive range. So I guess it's like basically there's blood in the water, that picks it up and sends it into a frenzy. There's 2 pairs of eyes, dedicated to protecting peripheral movement of larger predators, hungry members of its own species. So it sounds like they may actually be cannibalistic. They might have to watch out for one another. And the overdeveloped tail fin favors outpacing and outnumbering their prey over individual maneuverability. Calculations suggest creatures up to the 100 times the biter's body weight would succumb to a focused assault by a pack of 10. That's pretty damn... Avoid packs and try not to bleed. That is actually very impressive for its size, to take on 100 times if there's 10 of them. Oh, and the cave crawler. These little bastards that were nipping at us. Agile territorial carrion feeder. Well adapted both land and sea. The gas exchange membrane, which is what we've been seeing on the top of them. Absorb essential gas from water air for basic bodily regulation. So basically kind of like a lung that functions without the need for a throat of that. Just takes in through the membrane. And the mandibles, well, we felt those a few times. Species seeks out corpses in packs before defending its claim while the corpse devoured. Necessary waste recycler, avoid or incapacitate. How about jettison to space? I'd like that as an option to handle them. No, roll right down to less than a minute before the Sunbeam's supposed to arrive. So let's get a little drink of water, and we should be ready for their arrival. So just a few more seconds. Wonder if I can even try to get up on this rock here. Well, what do you know, we can. The tower's moving. Why is the tower moving? Oh. That's no tower.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
Oh, crap.
Hold on. There's no turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building?
Oh, shit.
Change course. Set thrusters to full.
I don't think we're going to have any wreckage to explore from that one. Okay. So, I don't think we're going to be able to leave if that thing can do that to anything. And that explains the Aurora being on fire now. So... So we're basically going up against the fucking Death Star. Great. I think I'm going to need a bigger laser to try taking that apart. But we'll leave this episode of Subnautica here on that rather explosive end. Thank you guys very much for joining me on another episode. We'll try to piece together what we should do next from here, because so far, rescue ain't coming, and we're probably going to have to go inside and try to destroy that building. Until I see you all in the next episode, though, please remember, as always, survivors, to take care And unlike the Sunbeam personnel, stay alive.